Hi, my name is CARLUCCI with Gustan Cho Associates. I want to talk to you today about coming out of a Chapter 13 or coming out of a Chapter 7. So let's start with Chapter 7. When you discharge from a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, you're going to get flooded and bombarded with new credit card offers from all sorts of creditors because they know you can't go bankrupt for another 10 years or whatever. There's some rule on how long you have to wait, maybe another 7 years. So they know that you're not going to go bankrupt for a while, so they want to lend you, they want to give you credit cards. And I recommend that you do that because you're not going to be able to get a mortgage for a while after you come out of a bankruptcy unless you do one of these non-QM weird 20% down, very high interest rate loans. If you want a traditional FHA loan, you got to wait 2 years from the bankruptcy discharge date. So I recommend you start taking some of those credit cards on. Now, if you take those credit card payments on, if you're late on them in that first 2 year window post discharge, the next underwriter that sees your file is just going to deny you because they've given you a second chance and you've just disregarded your second chance and started going late again right after bankruptcy. Do not do that. But I do recommend you reestablish credit because when that 2 year period comes, if you don't reestablish credit, you're going to have a low credit score, if any, because you're going to have no debt. You're going to have nothing open. So to get the next mortgage, the better your credit, the better your rate, the more likely you're going to get approved, all sorts of things. So I highly recommend you do open new debt, but only do it if you know you can make those payments on time. Do not go late after bankruptcy. Now, regarding a Chapter 13, I can do a loan for you if you're 1 year into a Chapter 13. So if you go bankrupt on a Chapter 13, during that first year period, if you want to open a credit card, you have to get permission from the trustee. I recommend you do get like a secured credit card, a small one, and just so your score is a little higher. So when you go to apply for that mortgage, you have some kind of trade line that gives you a better score than just your, the last thing it saw on your record was a bankruptcy. Now you got nothing open since. I can still do your loan, but your score is probably going to be still really low and suppressed. It's going to cause you to have a higher rate. So I really recommend you reestablish credit after your bankruptcies only if you know you can pay. If you're late during a Chapter 13 on a credit card, that's also a death knell. You're given a second chance, you blew it. Don't be late on credit after bankruptcy, please. I can't help you. There's nothing I can do. There's no magic tricks. Now, if you were in a plane crash and you're in the hospital for 6 months and you're late after BK, we can get around that one. They're going to want to document it. They're going to want to see hospital bills and plane crash dates. It's got to be really crazy compensating factor or extenuating circumstances to get you through being late after BK. Stage 4 cancer might work. This is horrible stuff, but your child was killed or something. Horrible things. Divorce does not count as extenuating circumstances. Loss of job does not count. It's got to be where the underwriter says, if that would have happened to me, I wouldn't have paid my credit card either. So that's the kind of thing. So you can't just say, I was sick, I had the flu. None of that works. So it's got to be a horrible event, and then you can be late after BK. But don't be late after BK if you can't help it. It makes life a lot harder. Proving extenuating circumstances is a very difficult process. Very unsuccessful at it. So give me a call if you got any questions. 630-915-7550. Please subscribe.